welcome back to Court Farm Country Estate. Our time has come to an end on home farm, but before we finish, we need to sell the remaining crops and bales to pay off as much of the loan as we can. First, we need to feed the animals one last time. Let's get farming. So this is it, our final visit to a Court Farm Country Estate, and yeah, we've got a fair amount of stuff to sell off and make money with today. If we have a quick look at the state of our animals, though, the reason why I want to feed them is because this is still a working farm, and the idea here is to make as much money as we can before we finish off. We've got 11,000 litres in with the cows. We got 7,600 litres in with the sheep. As far as selling things off go, we may jump forward today halfway through this because the silage and the hay are ready to sell at the moment. But the prices of the oats are still slightly down on the best price, and the price of the linseed similarly is slightly down. With the oats, it's not so bad. We'd only lose about £300 in total. With the linseed, we're looking at losing several thousand. So I want to try and avoid that happening. But as I said, first what we want to do is get the animals fed. We're going to put several thousand litres into there. I think it's going to take a few trips to get this job done. We have quite a lot of space to feed the cows. This would keep them fed for quite a while, though, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, before we do that, let's just... can I not? I don't think I can open it from here. No, I can't. So we'll have to leave it as we are. We'll take, for the ones after this, we'll take the wrapping off first. Just dump that in there. In it goes. And then we want to go and get some hay next. Mix that in. And we're going to do this like 4 or 5 times. Get lots of feed in for the cows. Should take one hay bale, one silage bale, and then on top of that we can put a little bit of straw to finish it off and maximize how much we're feeding them each time, and not use the most expensive stuff all the time to do it. In that goes. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're getting a little bit stuck on there, but that's fine. I actually want to start the tractor up and start it mixing as well. There we are, and we're 95% full. So, yeah, a little bit of straw in here will just top things off. And you can see now I've put a little bit of straw in. We've got 4.8% straw. So that should all be good. Just pull this up alongside. And we should get a nice unload position in a bit. Oh, no, TMI is not accepted there. So if we pull forward to about here-ish. We do have a point at which it is. Let's see. Oh, I know what's up. The problem is we have quite a bit. Stuff is not connected properly, and so it doesn't unload it. Let's stop that unloading. We're unloading the wrong side. There we go. Right position, and now it's unloading properly, and we can get another 11,000 odd litres in here. So that has taken us up to 21,000 litres. I don't think we're going to need to put very many of these in here. Just enough, really, to keep things going. Now, this load should get this back in the green for the cows. We've still got 3,000 left in this single straw bale, which, yeah, this could do another 6 loads on here. I don't think we need to do that many. We are going to be up to about 85,000 after this one. So it's yeah, been a really good amount that we've got into here. Should keep these cows going for a very long time, well into the new year. So there we go. And yep, there we go. We're in the green now. We've not filled it up completely, and we possibly could get another 3 or 4 loads in here, but I'm happy with that. That's a good place to be. So let's have a look at the sheep. Yep, let's go get some hay in with them. Much easier to feed the sheep. We can just take a stack of 3 bales like this. This is 13,000 liters that we have on here. It says 9,000, but that just counts the 2 bales that we have on the actual spikes and not the 3rd one on the top. So bring these here and drop them down, and those should then disappear into there. And if we just bring the bale spikes a little bit closer, it'll drop that one in as well. And yep, we'll do 1 more set of those, and then we can start collecting the bales up off the field. It's a really good way of doing things that I've found out early on, especially with sheep, and in fact cows. If you're doing cows or sheep, I would not worry about having too much grass stuff. I think I'm going to put another load in there because their productivity, their productivity is 0 because of the water. But yeah, I would not put too much money into grass stuff. If you're doing sheep, I'd get all your hay from grass contracts. If you're doing cows, I'd be very tempted to get all of your hay and your silage, at least initially, from grass contracts, and then later on you can get your own stuff, and then I would just do silage with cows. I think that's a much better way of going into things. Earn the money from your sheep and your cows without having to buy all the equipment straight off the bat, and then later on you'll be in a much better position to go and buy all of the equipment, and then you can do the silage certainly for yourself. So we've got a decent amount of feed in with the sheep and the cows, so we can now just go and grab some water for these sheep. There we are. So yep, they're up to 61,000. That's a good amount. Let's go grab some water and get the sheep being productive again. And we'll hook our water trailer up here that we've also been using for the milk recently. I'm not planning to sell any milk or wool today. We do have a little bit of both, but I don't feel the need to get either of those sold. They're not going to add a huge amount to our eventual total. 6,000 liters should be enough water for the sheep for now. That did cost us £1,080 though, which is not ideal today. In all honesty, had I not had to fill the water up for the sheep, I probably wouldn't have today. So let's just get this over here and unload it. There we go. And that's that done. Where does that leave our sheep? So I did give them a little bit of extra feed so that it took them up into the green. The water gets them being productive again, but we could do with a lot more than 6,000 liters. So I think I'd spend more time filling this up if I could. But considering it's costing us £1,000 a tank, I think we'll leave that for now because we need to keep as much of our money as we can. And after today, it would make sense then to be spending more money on getting more water. So that means it's finally time to start selling off some bales. We're going to start off with these silage bales because they are the ones that will get us the most money in. Of course, we got a whole load of them down at the BGA at the moment, so we'll have to go and sell those down there in a bit, and we'll take our little skid steer down there to do that. First though, we've got all of the ones on this field here that we cut last episode. These are all now fermented, and we can go and get them all collected up. Based on what we had last time, we should have a trailer and a bit off here. So, yeah, should get a nice little income from this. Yeah, the last cut we got on here was 26 bales in total. We ended up with 2 of those sitting in the shed, and we've actually used those to feed the cows. I think we're on for a similar sort of number this time. I'm not expecting it to change much. We didn't have a hugely different yield on here. So 26 seems a reasonable number. And I'm just going around the field, trying to line these up actually as best I can. Try not to push them across the field too much like that either. So come in here and scoop. And yeah, we've got space for just 6 more bales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 left over. So yeah, we are exactly where I was expecting to be. Final bale and just 2 left on the field. We'll come back and collect those in a bit. Now I think it's the garden center we need to head off down to and get these sold. Best place to sell silage bales is actually at the moment Long Meadow bales, which is probably the most awkward place for us to get to. I'm gonna try and take a route across the grass fields and across country bit. I know that we can get across a bridge at the bottom of our fields here, and then it looks like we have a fairly muddy pathway out this way. Yep. And this is what I actually love about Home Farm, is it is really connected to a lot of the map. Yes, we're having to fight a fairly muddy track here, but it is actually a shorter route across to somewhere like this. And it should come out at the roadway up here. As long as I can make the turns and make all the corners with this here, we should be all right. Oh, that is so muddy. And this snow is not helping this. Lots of muddy farm tracks we're going to be taking this on now. But not much other choice. Actually, I don't want to go down that muddy farm track. I want to go over here and then along that road. There we are, finally out onto this road. That is not the easiest of journeys to make. And yeah, I found the castle right along here. I didn't quite know where that was. And this is a part of the map that I have not yet driven along at all. And here's our sell point. We can see the green cone over there. So let's bring this round and bring these onto here. We should make a really decent amount of money for this with our first set of bales. Unload those there and see how much we're gonna make. So up it goes, and then once it's in position, what we'll be able to do is just push them off, see how much this makes. 17,000 with the first set, and yeah, lots going on there. There we are, and there we go. No, oh, there's the environmental score, another 4,129 on the top. Not bad, we're up to 60,000. So now I'm gonna grab the remaining 2 bales we have up here, plus the, I think it is 6 bales that we've got sitting in the yard. We'll take them down there as well. Unfortunately, we don't have any other bales that will fit on here. The straw bales, I think, are a different size. The hay bales definitely are a different size, so that's not going to work. Maybe we can fit some straw bales on. I don't think straw... I know straw does want to go to the same place. So if we can fit straw bales on here as well, we will do, because we want to get them all sold right now, because they're at best price. And in fact, the best price has also come up for the oats. Despite the down arrow, that seems to still be going up. So yeah, once we get all these bales sold, we want to go and sell the oats as well today, because we will make a good amount of money for those two. So I've loaded up all of the remaining silage bales. Let's see if the straw bales will fit on here, because they might be the same size. Oh yes, they will. Right, let's collect some straw bales and take those with us as well. That will be absolutely perfect. That's almost cleared all of the straw bales off this field. There are just 3 left. So they would have all fit on a trailer. This is really good though, because this is going to minimize the number of trips we have to make. I reckon that we'll probably only have to make 2 more trips down to here, and or maybe we'll be able to load up this trailer with the bales we got down at the BGA as well, sell them here too, and make the most money we can make. I'm reminded as I've been carting this that there are places on this map that just seem to be really difficult to get equipment in and out of gateways. And bits that have just been made. I don't think it's intentional, but it seems to be that it's absolutely from the point of view of this is how it looks, and it doesn't matter if it works well with a trailer longer than a few meters. Because yeah, it could be getting something like this, which is the smallest base game auto stacking trailer around this map, and considering that there are places in this map that you know, you get contracts with this just that are impossible to get this round, and it's unfortunate because it is the thing that makes this hard. And I've got to the place on here where I'm actually going through hedges and bits to go round areas where I should be able to maneuver a piece of equipment like this, which is unfortunate. But hey, that's what it is. So just a few more bales to pick up. We've got the 3 off this field here, and then the whole of the other field over there, and then we've got any bales left up at the farm. We do have at least a trailer full of hay bales. They want to go somewhere else. We have a trailer full of silage bales down at the other BGA, or down at the BGA I should say, not the other BGA. So we've got all those to sell off, and yeah, I'm liking this. We're up to 89,000. We should end up over 100,000 with this load of straw. So that will be a good amount, and that is over a quarter of the way to selling getting rid of the loan. We're not going to get rid of that today. We do not have the money for that, but we are going to make a significant dent in it. Actually, it looks like we're going to fit all of these bales on the trailer. We've got 3 more to go, and that will be everything done. I'm tempted to head up to the farm and go and grab an extra bale just so that we have a full trailer. But to be perfectly honest, I think it would be a better use of our time just to head straight over and go and get these sold and come back. So how much is this trailer full worth? Let's unload it onto the sell point here and find out. It's not quite unloading it as fast, although it is all going up at once. 103, 104, 106, 15,777 plus 1,411, and that is the first 100,000 that we need to pay off of the loan. This is some really good progress, and we haven't even started on the crops yet. I've headed down to the BGA so that we can get the bales down here loaded up. I'm hoping I can get around this corner with this. This might be tricky from this angle. Yeah, we have to go out onto the main road and have a more direct approach, I think. But yeah, we should be able to load up the bales down here. We'll take them down to the sell point as well. Hopefully no cars are going to come along anytime soon. And then we will be able to make as much money as possible. Very tempting, really, just to sell these here, but we will make a significant extra amount of money. Now, this is probably not the most realistic way to fill this up, but short of coming down here with my little loader, I'm going to be hard pressed. So we're going to fill this up like this, and then we'll come in and we will go and get these sold down at the other sell point, maximize our money, and go from there. And one last bale to load up. There we go. Nice full trailer. Let's head back down to the other sell point and get this lot sold as well. So last of the silage bales. We'll get these unloaded here and see how much we can make off these. Easy if we drop off the other side of here and then just unload them onto it. We seem to sell at a different rate, silage bales, compared to the other bales. We sort of get these breaks in them. But there we go. We're up to 156,571. The next thing we can make the most money on is the oats. So let's go get our trailer on the tractor now and get those sold, because there's a good 30-odd thousand to be made out of those as well. It's getting really dark now. I found one rogue bale on those fields, so I picked it up as I was coming. We will get that sold probably next day. So we are going to move forward a day, but best price on the oats. It really is a price way above what I would expect for the day. We are currently at 1,348 and 1,332 is normal best price. So yeah, we want to get these sold if we can today. We've got 10,000 pounds worth of hay and 10 pounds worth of straw that we can still sell as well. And yeah, I think we might have to go into the evening to get those sold too. Let's get this done first. So we are going oats. Yes, please. Right, these are going down to the garden centre. I thought the garden centre might be closer to where we delivered the last set, but it's actually further away. We need to take this roadway down the side here, which doesn't look like a roadway at all. And then we'll come out on the other road at the other end and be able to loop back to the garden centre, which is, yeah, so far away across the other side of the map. And of course, the other thing we've got with this is that it's winter time, so it's got dark really early. It's not the end of the world. What we can do is get this all... Oh wow, I think I'm gonna have to go across. Yeah, we want this roadway here that I missed, and yeah, we will head into here and get this sold, presuming the entrance to the garden centre is around here somewhere. Nope, it must be right up on the road and I've missed it. Yeah, here it is. I turned too early. Oh, just too early as well. But we're in the right place now. Let's see how much we get off this load of oats. And then we just got one more to get down here as well. So tip that. And see how much this is going to make us. And then we'll go get one more. And that will be the oats done. And we can move forward to the next morning. And total is 17,017. So yeah, really good. Hopefully we can get up to the farm and back fairly quickly, and make, well, I think it's about another 13,000. We've not got a full trailer of oats left. Yeah, it's only about another 10,467 liters. So let's get this tipped, and then we can head back to the farm and move on to the next day and get the rest of our selling done. And the total off here, 14,165 pounds plus 1,267 environmental. We're up to 190,000. It's 9 a.m. the following morning, so it's January now, and prices have actually stayed fairly robust. Amazingly, the 4,000 liters of milk we've got have now hit above best price at town stores. So all the linseed is going to go down to town stores. It's at 812. That is perfect. We have to complete the contract down there as well. So yeah, that's going to town stores. So we're going to start off by transporting all of that. I don't want to leave it too long though before we transport the straw, because the straw price is dropping now as well. But at 12,600, we're going to have 4 or 5 journeys now with the linseed. So let's get the contract completed first, and then we can go from there. This is our 3rd load down to here. This should complete the contract and start giving us some money in. So let's snake round to here and unload it. So contract will complete with this load. There we go. Contract on field 59 finished. And we hit 191,000. So 6,295 harvest income. 563 environmental scores. So with that done, I reckon we've probably got another 2 loads to go, and then that will be all the linseed sold today. Turns out that's not quite right. We have about another 8,000 liters left, I think. Let's just bring this around here, and yeah, that clears it. Just see how much we do actually have in here. Pull under and load. 6,455 liters. We are well over 210,000 though. So I am very, very pleased. This is going very well. We have a few more bits to sell, but we're coming to the end of it. So we'll get this tipped here now and finish this off. And that will take us up to, oh, come on, there we go. Get the actual sell point. And then all we got left is we got 10,000 we can get from hay, 11,000 we can get from straw, and nearly 6,000 we can get from milk. So yeah, we need to do those 3 things. Get that finished off, and then we can see where we're going to end up. So I'm going to do the straw first. We'll get the trailer dropped off, and we'll get our overloader back on. And yeah, I think there shouldn't be much more than a trailer here. I might have to get this loaded up with the little skid steer, I think, because it's going to be a bit difficult to get this trailer into there. let's just back this up a bit. I'll see if I can get into a position where I have easy access to load the bales up, open that up, and yeah, we'll use the skid steer in here to just get these all loaded up. Should be able to do 3 at a time if I'm lucky. But yeah, it's been a mammoth task to get all of this sold off and to make this money. And I think we're gonna be maybe the cost of a field away from getting rid of the loan, which in itself is just amazing. Final 2 bales, and they've moved apart a little bit. I found it easier actually to not take the stacks of 3 all the time. It was causing a bit of an issue. Took me a little bit longer as a result, but I have got it done. Let's get into here, grab that, and yeah, we just got what, 9, 18, 21 hay bales there, so those will go in one load as well. Oh, let's not hit the tractor with bales. I think I got that stuck between the wheels now. No, there we go. So drop that bale off. That should get picked up. And then drop the second one off to get picked up like that. And we're all good. So we just need to go and get these sold and then do the same thing with the hay bales. Let's head off and get them gone. And thankfully, these straw bales are going to the nearest one, which is the farmer's market. Really easy to get to from my farm, this, so quite happy with that. Now, which is the bale sell point? Not quite sure. Let's take a quick look at the map. That's farmer's market. Farmer's market bales is the one over the other side. So we'll go around here and yeah, just unload these down here. There's a great demand at Folly Down stores. If that isn't for milk, then yeah, it doesn't make any difference to us. And there we go, 10,000 plus another 1,000 plus 1,115. We are up to 233,000. Just 2 more things to sell. We need to sell off the hay bales. So we're going to do the same thing, load those up, and I will see you down at their sell point. And then we've just got to sell the milk. So the hay bales need to come down here to Folly Down bales. Just need to work out exactly where the bale sell point is. It might be, it's either over here or, yeah, it's not. I don't think it's the big one in the middle there. I think it's this one down the side here. In fact, yeah, we've got a group of bales stacked outside it. So we'll get these sold. And that will get this job done. Don't know if this is going to take us up to 2,300. Sorry, 241,300. There we go. 245,199. Very good amount off those bales. Right, just one last thing to do today. We need to sell the remaining milk that we've got, seeing as the milk is at the best price. I wasn't going to originally do that, but hitting best prices just made it a good idea. And then we'll see where we stand. To be perfectly honest, we have done so much better than I ever expected. So how much milk do we have at this point? We have less than a full trailer. Yeah, 4,275 litres. This needs to go down to town store. So we'll take it down there. And we'll see how much money we are going to make off it. I think it was about 5,000, which will take us to 250,000, which will be absolutely amazing. So back down to town stores for the last time today. Unload the milk. How much is this going to make us as our last sell-off? We've hit 250,000, and there we go. 5,996 plus 536 environmental score. Absolutely fantastic. And so after 2 full days of selling, we're back up the yard for one last final time. We'll park all this up and get it squared away. But wow, that was a mammoth sell-off. I don't know how long this is going to go. I've recorded for well over 2 hours for this, which is just a huge amount of time. But we have got everything sold that absolutely needed to be sold. Gonna get out from there, yep. And we have also got ourselves in the position that I wanted to. If we'd managed to keep our loan under control and actually reduced it rather than adding to it, which is what we ended up doing, I think this would have been very, very achievable to have had all of this paid off. As it is, I'm not that unhappy with where we are here. So, moment of truth. We made 173,309 the previous day. 66,568 today. You can see the thing that's been kicking our butts has been the leasing cost through this. We're spending on average 4,000 a month. We spent a little bit more last month because we used a lot of that bale loader. But all in all, it's been pretty good. Loan cost is actually only 1,316. Let's repay this loan as much as we're able and take it down, and we should be left with about 150,000. There we go. 145,000 is our final loan, and the sun is setting here on home farm for one final time. What a cracking series. I hope you have enjoyed this series as much as I have enjoyed making it. Please keep an eye out on Saturday for a brand new series. We're going back to some survival on Western Wilds. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here, which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.